Hey everybody and welcome back. Hope your guys' Thursday went pretty well. Alright, let's jump right into the news. Looks like some new details might have emerged from the PlayStation 4 Neo, the 4K design and stuff, and what they're trying to do with it. So apparently Sony said it's really easy for developers to scale games between the original PS4 and the Neo. That tells me it's not going to be much more powerful, honestly. But it will be up to the individual studios to decide whether or not to upscale older releases to make them work with the Neo, if they're developing for the PS4 originally and they don't want to basically make two games. And the Neo is unlikely to be as powerful as the Project Scorpio, probably not. It's unlikely that that's going to happen. Game developers are said to love the boost to the GPU that gives them more like processing power and better graphics and textures and stuff in the games. So obviously they're going to love that. Project Scorpio is going to have 6 teraflops of GPU for 4K gaming and VR support. So that's pretty cool. And Tidix believes that the PS4 Neo will also have 4K capabilities, but the full extent of those have not been revealed, and I am expecting it. My personal opinion is that it's just going to be 4K streaming like Netflix and media devices and stuff, not anything like 4K gaming. Because 6 teraflops, holy fuck, that's a lot. So I can't wait to see exactly what they have in store for this. But I guess there are currently more than 160 PlayStation VR games in development. Personally, I think either Xbox is going to use the Oculus Rift or the Vive, which Microsoft owns HTC, so I think they'll go with the Vive, but that could get really pricey. So we'll have to see what they have in store for the Scorpio on that. But the Neo looks like it's going to be pretty powerful, but not as powerful as the Scorpio, because the price point for the Scorpio is going to have to hit a really low point, and I don't know how Microsoft's going to be able to do that, but we'll have to see in the coming weeks and months, like with news and stuff. Alright, so moving on to the next piece of news right here. Alright, so kind of shifting gears a little bit here. The Detroit Become Human game, they said it couldn't have taken anywhere else in America, or anywhere else in the world, rather. The developer David Cage said, when you set your story in a specific city, it is a very sensitive thing to do. Basically, you don't want to do it if you're not respectful of the place of the people living there. So that really means a lot. He said instead they're living among us with hopes and desires of their own, and transcending their surrogacy, and the name suggests being human. So it looks really cool. Like, basically they said, honestly, like, if we were gonna do it Detroit, we don't want to like cliche like, oh, this is Detroit. They want to make it like, so if a person from Detroit's gonna play the game, they don't want to make the city seem like, wow, you guys really either trashed down Detroit and what it actually is, you guys got it spot on, or you guys made it look better than what it actually is. So they kind of have to hit a happy medium when they choose one specific city. Like Watch Dogs, not very good representation of Chicago. Like, it was alright, but it wasn't really how Chicago really feels in real life. If you guys have ever been there, it's not really how it feels. I mean, I know it's futuristic, but it's not really going to do anything, really. And he said, where would an Android industry go? There would probably be a need for huge factories and a lot of space. I thought that Detroit would be a perfect place for that. Now, if you guys don't remember, Deus Ex Human Revolution was used as Detroit in 2011. That was a fantastic game. I love that game. I believe I still have it on my Xbox One for the backwards compatible. It was free 1 month. So I can't wait to jump back into that game. I played a lot of hours in that. Actually, I don't know. I can't remember how long I actually played in that game. I think I put about a couple hours into there, but I loved the game when I was playing it. And basically he went on to say, I don't like to look too much at what people do at the same time. You don't want to make decisions just because someone else did. Something a little bit like this. And then you need to find something that is not as good just for the sake of being different. So he has a really good point there. And then he went on to say, I can't believe this is Detroit, and it hasn't changed that much, is what a lot of people are saying about the game. But it's obviously set in 2059, and it looks really cool. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. It looks like a really, really, really good game, like I've been saying for a while now, but to me, it scares me with the selection of, like, what do you want to do next and how you pick it. I believe it's going to be more like a movie than a game. I don't know. I want to see more of this game because I really, really want to love it. The game looks absolutely gorgeous. As you guys can see, I've had the screenshots rolling for a little bit now. And honestly, like, it looks really cool. And it's focused on a decline. If it's not Detroit, it's of a race humans. So it's really cool. Like I said, I want to love this game and I want to see more of it. And it just, from what I've saw, it looks fantastic. He said, what I wanted to do with Detroit is take the opposite angle and not necessarily say that technology is going to be our enemy and that androids are going to destroy us, but rather say, what if we were declining? What if the human race, through hate and violence, what if the end of the certain era and maybe the beginning of something else? So that's really cool. He said, if you just come to the city and steal what you want to steal from your piece and just leave, that's one approach. But we were sincerely moved by the place and its history, by the people we met. We wanted to be fair to them and tell a story that would work for them. We love the city, honestly. So I'm glad that they like want to represent Detroit and how it is. It's like they can make it look to scale or whatever, look as good as Detroit actually does look good in real life or whatever it looks like. But if the game's not good, the setting does not matter to me. To me, they're focused more on the city now. If this is, they had to make a whole article about this, they're focused more on the city than they are about the actual game. I don't know. I'm not jumping to conclusions or anything. I'm just saying, I want to see more of the game. I want to love it, and I cannot wait to see what they have in store for this, because I am so pumped for this game, and I'm glad they picked Detroit, because that is a really good location for this. There hasn't been many games in Detroit, and I love to see more of Detroit and how they can make it look in their game. So it looks like some rumors are emerging now that the PlayStation Neo will not shorten the PlayStation 4's life cycle. Yoshida said, the new high-end PS4 is still PS4, so the life cycle is not going to be shorter. And I really don't know. They said sitting alongside and competing or complementing the standard PlayStation 4. So I don't know why people are thinking it's going to shorten the life cycle. Yeah, sure, the PlayStation 4 Neo is going to be a lot better than the PlayStation 4 launch, but that doesn't mean it's going to shorten the cycle. It's still a PlayStation 4 at the end of the day. Like, am I pissed? Yeah, I'm very pissed. But in the end, it doesn't matter to me because I'm not going to buy it, and it's only for people that are going to care about those 3 more pixels on the screen. No, I'm just kidding. I'm exaggerating. It's probably going to be more than that, but it's not going to be anything hugely noticeable with the games. I really don't understand why people always think, oh, they're abandoning their ship. They're done developing for the PlayStation 4. I'm it. That's it. I'm done with gaming. No, they're going to stick with the PlayStation 4. It's not like the console sucks. I mean, yeah, it's dated, but it doesn't suck. I still play mine every freaking day of the week, so whatever. I really don't know. I just bought Assassin's Creed Syndicate for it. I love that game. Oh, I never thought I'd say that about Assassin's Creed again after Unity. Black Flag, I played a lot of hours. I had that from Xbox One. And basically, like, I don't know why people always are saying, like, yup, I can't believe the PlayStation 4 life cycle is already almost over. Like, no, it's fine, guys. Just calm down. If you want the Neo, get the Neo. If you guys want the PlayStation 4 launch, get that. It all comes down to preference and price on what you guys want to actually pay for a console and what you actually get out of it for that price point. So, yeah, I don't expect the PlayStation 4 to go anywhere anytime soon. And get whatever you guys feel comfortable, and don't worry about ending the life cycle early, because it's not. The Neo is going to come out, and people are going to be happy, and it's rumored to come out this year. I talked about that in yesterday's video. Alright guys, that's really all I want to talk about today. Make sure to like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Have a good one.